Happy Memorial Day. Right now it is a beautiful day outside. It's a little bit cloudy, but the sun's out. Normally today I'd be out sailing on the lake, but instead I'm working on my truck. And I'm short on time, you know. I didn't get to work on it for the past couple days, and so I really need to get cracking. Maybe if I find some time later on, I'll be able to head out and do a little bit of sailing, but right now it's all about the truck. So land hobby before water hobby. But unfortunately, I just checked the weather, and sailing would be right now a morning sail is good, but looks like it's going to end up raining anyway all afternoon and the evening, and then tomorrow, and then the day after as well. So we got thunderstorms tomorrow, and then it's going to be raining on Wednesday. So I have to think of something else to do, because I can't do my body work out here while it's raining. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I think, is cutting out all my metal. You know, cut out these corners, cut out the sill, and you know, the bottom of the doors, all the stuff that needs to be cut out and repaired. I'm gonna cut it out now and then work on it in my shop here. Okay, so at least now I'll be in the garage when I'm doing all the metal work and fabricating all the pieces that I need to do. So there's a slight change of plans. It's about to storm actually right now. If you look outside, it's getting pretty windy. But I'm gonna remove this quarter panel off so I could take that and work on that in the garage. I ran out of wire, you know, for my welder, so I was in the process of welding in a new patch panel. I put in a new little inner panel right here, and this one actually goes through into here. So I welded that like a little piece in there, and then all of a sudden I ran out of wire. So I'm gonna have to hit up Home Depot again, and or Lowe's, or probably Home Depot, and buy some new wire for the welder, and then I'll be able to patch in this, and this is gonna kind of like just be stability. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna patch in a new piece of steel here and cover this all with the inside with short strand fiberglass, you know, make that nice and even. Alright, so I removed the front fender, and it's completely rusted out, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of body repair. Pretty difficult. That part came out nice and easy, so you can see where it doesn't really adhere to the metal, you know. Like, I don't know if they didn't do a clean job or prep the metal prior to doing the fiberglass. You know, and normally you'd have to rough it up and clean it, rough it up, and then clean it again, and then apply the fiberglass. But you can see how it just, you know, popped right off. And this is still smooth, and it's dirty underneath there. This one's a little bit harder to get rid of. You know, I'm having a harder time removing this one. It kind of piled it on. And over here, it seems like this is where there used to be a marker light, you know, on the side of the truck here. You can see where they kind of filled it in. And here's where the marker light was. And they got rid of the marker light, but in the process, filled the whole thing with fiberglass. And that fiberglass needs to go. I'm gonna make a patch here, you know, with metal. try to get rid of all the fiberglass. So at least this isn't a structural problem. This is actually just them fixing the hole that was on the side of the car. You know, it ended up actually, there is some rust around it, but that's the reason why the light probably failed and popped out. And so then they just got rid of the light altogether and filled it in with fiberglass. So these trucks probably have more straight lines and flat panels than any other truck on the road or vehicle on the road. But of course, my luck, the area that has the most bends and the most complex part of the entire truck is the one that has this terrible rust that and rotted completely through. That's going to require a lot of fabrication. So that's actually a complex area with the most bends. Like, look, you know, there's like this lip going over where the headlight goes. Inside there, that I'm just gonna make a straight, flat piece. But like, this is complex. Then you got like all these bends here, this angle, this angle, this angle. You know, so it's gonna be a pain in the butt to actually make the panels for this. I might make one here and then just make two separate patch panels. You know, it can't be one panel because there's too many bends. I mean, maybe it could be, but I'm not that, you know, good at metal fabrication to be able to do that. And then all this I'm gonna grind out more and see on this surface now. So it's already 10:30. I don't want to wake up the neighbors by grinding and banging on this thing anymore. So what I'm going to do is just work on it tomorrow. So early tomorrow morning, I'll get to work and grind out everything, clean up as much of the metal as I can, and then get to work at making those patches. This part frightens me, but I'll think of something. You know, I'll think of something and try to make it look as good as possible, and then whatever I can't do, then I'll use the short strand fiberglass to actually shape it, you know, to make sure that all the curves are there and stuff like that. But at least get rid of all the cancer on the car, you know, cut out all the rot, and then I can worry about, you know, the actual look of it. But so that's that. I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for day 7.